Alright everyone, and welcome back to the Marble Racing League. This is week 1, part 3. This video's matchup, we have the Mightens versus the GrizzlyBears and the Pats taking on the Tigers. Let's get ready to roll. Alright everyone, and here is our track for today's matchups. We have Marble GP Romania, Dracula's Bedroom. Nice little track here. A lot of interesting stuff going on here. Shout out to the creator. This is where our marbles will be starting out and finishing. Alright, let's get ready for the first heat. Alright, and let's get started with our first heat. And we have a Robo Roller for the Pats up front, Ziggy Zo with the Mightens, Stiletto for the GrizzlyBears, and Rogue Knight all in the front row. Striped Warrior is the first Tiger there in the second row, so no Tigers there in the front row, but all these crosses will mix these marbles pretty well, and it did the Tigers a favor, as they have two Tigers up front right now, Striped Warrior and Dish Dash, as they both go opposite courses here, down these little loop-de-loo sections. And no marbles elected to take the middle route, which I do believe is a slightly quicker way. As you can see, you don't have to go down the loop-de-loo section, just straight on. But two more heats to go after this, so we'll see if anyone elects to take that route in those heats later on. Very cool decorations in this room. Jack-o'-lanterns, the starry skylight ceiling. Alright, let's see, catch up to these two Tigers still up the front. Alright, let's zoom in on one of these guys. Alright, we're zoomed in as Striped Warrior at the moment, who is currently in first. Looking back here, and Dish Dash is close behind. He's holding on to his lead here. Let's zoom back out here. Oop. There's Striped Warrior still holding on to the lead. So looks like it could possibly be two Tigers. First, second, right off the bat to start off their matchup. Now, for the Pats, looking at Pandorama and Robo Roller, looking to get up there. And for now, it looks like Striped Warrior and Dish Dash is holding on to their lead comfortably. As there's the Pats right there. Pandorama was able to get on the same elevator as Dish Dash. We'll see if they can pass Striped Warrior. But the remainder of this track, there's not a whole lot of obstacles left other than these crosses here. Anything could happen there. And the first Grizzly Bear is Diesel. Where's the next one? Looks like Stiletto all the way back there. But should be a top 10 finish, I do believe, as they're moving around there. The Striped Warrior is comfortably going to take this one, it looks like. As Asher and Dish Dash comes through. Dish Dash did lose second, so Looks like Asher will take second. Oh, Dish Dash lost 2 more positions, might lose another to Diesel. Let's see. No, Dish Dash did hold on to that and took 5th there. But we did have 2 Mightens up in the top 5. 2 Tigers up in the top 5. And Panorama for the Pats is the lone one in the top 5, with the next Pats would be the Robo Roller in 7th. As we see our final marbles here, rounding out the last turn. Bruno, Wrath, Ragnar, and Click Clack. Alright, Striped Warrior takes the victory there. Good start there for the Tigers. Let's tally up these scores and move on to the next heat. Alright, everybody, and we're back for Heat 2. And what a good heat that was. Tigers over the Pats, 28-82. The Mightens over the Grizzly Bears, 91-64. Very good heat there for Striped Warrior of the Tigers, first place, and Dish Dash lost a few positions there towards the end, but was still able to come up with a top 5 finish, which helped propel the Tigers in the lead at the moment. And Mightens had a pretty good heat there as well. Asher and Roganite. Asher in 2nd, Roganite in 4th on that heat. And for the Grizzly Bears, Diesel was their top placing marble there in 6th. Next one there was Stiletto for the Grizzly Bears in 11th. For the Pats, you had Pandorama in 3rd. And Robo Roller in 7th. But Tigers have a pretty sizable lead over the Pats, 128-82, so it'll be tough for them to come back here, because we have some stuck marbles back here. Who is that? 2 Tigers, not good for them. Sizzler, Splinter, and Robo Roller for the Pats. Not good there for the Tigers, but just might be the thing the Pats need to help come back here. But you have Striped Warrior in the lead once again. Let's zoom in on him, follow his race here for a minute. See if he can hold on to it. But you have Wrath here right behind. See, he's rounding these turns here. After Wrath, you don't have too many more marbles there. As next one's up is Ziggy Zo for the Mightens, and then Stiletto for the Grizzly Bears. Striped Warrior says, well, guys, you might not want to finish this race, his 2 teammates, but I'll take the reins here and give us some points. Uh-oh, as Wrath is the first to enter the funnel and pass the Striped Warrior. Now let's see if Wrath can get a clean entry onto that elevator. Let's see who enters first. It'll be the same time. So, should be a close finish between Striped Warrior and Wrath. With Stiletto for the Grizzly Bears not far behind, right on the next elevator. Let's see if they can maneuver around these crosses. As you have Maradona and Click Clack for the Pats. Currently, well, it looks like currently in 6th and 7th, is that right? Yeah. As Wrath is the first one to come out, and Striped Warrior lost his lead to both Wrath and Stiletto. Let's see. Still a good heat here for Striped Warrior. It's just finishing first is hard to do twice in a row. But having two top threes, that's also difficult. It looks like Striped Warrior might just do that. Is Wrath. Looks like they will take the victory here. Boom. And Stiletto for the Grizzly Bears takes second, and Striped Warrior in third. Ziggy Zoe, Maradona, and Jungler. So 2 Mightens in the top 5. That'll help them boost past the Grizzly Bears. Well, they already have the lead here, but should extend their lead even further. As the last marbles come through. All right, and yeah, the remaining marbles are stuck there, so we'll just end the heat there. Move on to the next heat. All right, and there we have it. After 2 heats, have the Mightens 203, Grizzly Bears 149. Mightens still holding on to their lead by quite a bit. And the Tigers over the Pats 202 to 164. Holding on to their lead as well. Now, Striped Warrior for the Tigers is having a pretty good day with a first place finish in the first heat and a third place finish in the second heat. As Striped Warrior is near the front again, not quite all the way up there, but currently in 5th, it looks like. No one's electing for the middle route this time either. And then Jungler was also pretty important there for the Tigers last heat, coming in 6th. But Mightens having a pretty good heat there with Wrath in 1st and Ziggy Zoe in 4th. With Stiletto for the Grizzly Bears in 2nd. Where is Stiletto now? I'm not saying Stiletto. Let's just zoom in on him. Okay, where are you? There they are. Just zoom in here. Just catch on near the back of the pack here. Following Asher, Dino Tracks. All right, let's catch up to some of these leaders here. As we have Diesel currently in the lead. Sizzler for the Tigers in 2nd. Haven't mentioned Sizzler a whole lot this heat, or the other heats as well. Let's see, where did Sizzler finish last heat? Oh, DNF for Sizzler last heat, so he's trying to make it up to his teammates, scoring 0 points last heat with a DNF. Good for Sizzler, making it up to his teammates there. Now, last heat, it was Robo-Roller, Sizzler, and Splinter that got the DNF. Looks like they won't have a problem finishing this heat, as I don't think we have any stuck marbles this time. Where is Sizzler? Did Sizzler... Oh, Sizzler fell off. I was giving high praise to Sizzler, and look what they did. They just fell off the track, and it's going to get another DNF. Some marbles just have the dumbest luck. Not in a good way, but I should say bad luck would be the proper terminology there. So we see Diesel should take the victory as long as nothing... Nope. Let's see. Maradona has something to say about it. Let's see. Oh, Diesel gets past, but Silo's coming up. His teammate taking third. As Diesel is trying to, and is passing Maradona. Wow, what a race here for the victory on Heat 3. I'm not going to take my off of this one. And it looks like Diesel will come out in the last turn ahead and should take this victory. And they do. As Maradona, good racing there, Maradona. Second is nothing to hold your head down about. As we have two Grizzly Bears, Diesel and Silo, in the top three. And that should help them out quite a bit in their matchup. But Ziggy Zoe and Asher is right behind for the Mightens. So they won't lose a whole lot of points there to the Grizzly Bears. As there's Sizzler and Robo Roller have not finished. Where's Robo Roller? Did they fall off as... Yep, Robo Roller fell off as well. Down under this dresser here. Yep, right there. All right, that's the Heat. All right, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The final results are in. Mightens take their victory over the Grizzly Bears, 300 to 266. Grizzly Bears had a pretty good heat there, scoring the second highest heat of the day, 117, but not enough to take down the Mightens. So the Mightens had overall a pretty good day with a 91 in the first heat, 112 in the second heat, and a 97 in the third. Very good day there for the Mightens. And the second matchup was an interesting one with the Tigers leading through the first two heats, then just came up short in the end with scoring a measly 49 in the third heat, as the Pats was able to take down the Tigers in their first week of the season, their first victory. 259 to 251, very close matchup there. And it was all thanks to Maradona there in the end, scoring 37, coming in second. Pandorama in sixth. Two very good scores there. And Dino Trex scoring a good solid 22 there in the third. But should also mention Striped Warrior for the Tigers, even though they did not do well in the last heat, coming in 15th, the first two heats, first and third. So very good outing there for Striped Warrior for the Tigers. For the Mightens, you have Asher with the second place finish. Second heat, they didn't do too well. It's coming in 16th, I should say. But finished off strong with a solid 5th place in the third heat. As Diesel for the Grizzly Bears, first heat was 6th. Second heat, not so great, 17th. But third heat came back strong with a third heat victory. And let's move on to our stats. All right, time for our points per heat update. Now for the Mightens, you have Ziggy Zoe and Asher, both hot starts with 24 points per heat. Now Wrath, 21 points per heat. Very good starts to the season there. And then for the Grizzly Bears, have Stiletto, 25.6, and Diesel, 24.0. Silo, 19.3, all solid starts there. Then you got your Pats. Pandorama, 28.0. Maradona, 26.3. Both very good, solid starts there. And for your Tigers, got Striped Warrior, solid 27.3. Dish Dash, 20.6. All right, let's go to our top finishes All right, and here's for our top finishes update. For their Mightens, you have Wrath with a win, a top 3 and a top 5. You have Asher with a top 3 and 2 top 5s. Ziggy with 2 top 5s, and Rogue Knight with a top 5. For your GrizzlyBears, you have Silo with a top 3 and a top 5. You have a Diesel with a win, a top 3 and a top 5, and Stiletto with a top 3 and top 5. And for your pets, you have Panorama, the top 3 and top 5. Maradona with a top 3 and 2 top 5s. And for your Tigers, you have Dish Dash with a top 5, and Striped Warrior with a win, and 2 top 3s and 2 top 5s. Well, let's go on to our standings. All right, standings update. We got Mightens. We're starting off the season 1-0. Very solid start there. Your GrizzlyBears 0-1. They're in the packs with the packs. Both started 0-1 in the MMC North. You got your Pats starting off the season solid 1-0. There with the Bison. Both solid starts there 1-0. You got your Tigers 0-1. Not very good there in the UMC North with no teams with a win yet. We have the Brownies this week. Let's see if they can pull off a win there. And that's it for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Marble Racing League YouTube channel. See you next time.